Welcome to today's exploration of a fascinating intersection that's reshaping our world. The generational divide in how we interact socially in the age of artificial intelligence. The way we connect with each other and with technology is undergoing profound transformation. These changes are being driven by two powerful forces: the rapid advancement of AI technologies and the distinctly different attitudes various generations bring to these innovations. Understanding these shifts isn't just academically interesting, it's becoming essential for businesses seeking to engage effectively with their customers and for individuals navigating an increasingly digital social landscape. Today, we'll examine this evolution, its implications, and how we might bridge the emerging divides. Part 1. The evolution of social interaction. Let's begin by tracing how social interaction has evolved, particularly in the business-customer relationship context. Not long ago, businesses primarily relied on face-to-face interactions in physical locations or via telephone conversations. Customer service was fundamentally reactive, waiting for customers to identify and express their needs before responding. Data collection was minimal, often limited to basic purchase records or loyalty programs, and personalization was largely dependent on the memory and attention of individual employees. The internet changed everything. Businesses established online presences and expanded their customer service capabilities dramatically. Digital self-service options extended effective business hours to 24/7, and companies developed multiple channels for interaction. However, these multi-channel approaches frequently operated in isolation from one another, creating friction as customers moved between touchpoints. This friction led to the rise of omni-channel strategies, which aimed to create seamless transitions across all channels with consistent messaging and context preservation. A customer could start a conversation via social media, continue it through email, and complete it in-store without losing context or having to repeat information. Today, we've moved beyond even omni-channel to what experts call omnidirectional customer experience. This approach recognizes that customer journeys are rarely linear, they're complex, multidimensional, and often unpredictable. Rather than trying to control the customer journey, businesses are now focusing on being present and effective wherever and whenever the customer chooses to engage. Part 2. AI's impact on social interaction. Artificial intelligence has become a powerful catalyst accelerating these changes in social interaction. Let's explore some of the key ways AI is reshaping how we connect. Enhanced personalization represents one of AI's most significant impacts. Machine learning algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data to identify patterns and preferences, enabling personalization at a scale and depth that would be impossible through human effort alone. This has evolved from basic recommendation systems to predictive service that anticipates customer needs before they're explicitly expressed. Real-time analytics capabilities have transformed reactive service models into proactive engagement. Businesses can now instantly respond to customer behavior, allowing for dynamic adjustments to experiences as they unfold rather than relying on post-interaction analysis. Natural interaction models have emerged through voice interfaces and conversational UI. Digital assistants and chatbots that understand context have made technological interactions feel increasingly human-like, reducing the cognitive burden of engaging with digital systems. Perhaps most profoundly, we're witnessing the emergence of what some call unlimited CX, a customer experience model where interactions transcend traditional boundaries of channel, time, and even reality. Through technologies like augmented and virtual reality, the lines between physical and digital experiences are blurring, creating entirely new modes of social connection. Part 3. Generational attitudes and influences. These technological changes aren't experienced uniformly across society. Different generations bring distinctly different perspectives, capabilities, and concerns to this evolving landscape. Digital literacy varies dramatically across demographic groups. While younger generations often demonstrate intuitive facility with new technologies, older cohorts may face steeper learning curves. Successful customer experience strategies must account for these differences rather than assuming universal adoption capabilities. Privacy concerns also show significant generational variation. Research suggests that while younger generations may share more personal information online, they often have more nuanced expectations about how that data should be used. Privacy isn't a binary preference but a complex set of expectations that differs across age groups. Technology fatigue is emerging as another important factor. Even the most digitally native generations can experience exhaustion from constantly learning new interfaces and adapting to changing platforms. This fatigue can significantly affect adoption rates for new technologies. Perhaps most importantly, we see inconsistent expectations between different customer segments regarding the role technology should play in social interactions. Some customers may prefer AI-driven efficiency for routine transactions while expecting human interaction for complex or emotional situations. Others might value consistency over channel variety. These preference patterns often, though not exclusively, align with generational cohorts. Part 4. Bridging the gap: how can businesses and individuals navigate these complex and sometimes contradictory expectations? Several approaches show promise. Addressing data silos represents perhaps the most fundamental requirement. Organizations must prioritize breaking down internal barriers to establish a comprehensive view of each customer. This foundation enables truly personalized experiences across touchpoints, regardless of which channels different generations prefer. Finding the right balance between AI efficiency and human empathy is critical. The most effective customer experiences will combine the scalability and consistency of AI with the emotional intelligence and adaptability of human interaction. Different generations may require different balancing points along this spectrum. Ethical AI implementation will become increasingly important as AI becomes more prevalent in customer experience. This includes explainable AI that can clarify how decisions are made, bias detection and prevention in automated systems, and clear disclosure when customers are interacting with AI versus humans. Trust across generations will depend on transparent and responsible AI deployment. Part 5. The future of social interaction. Looking ahead, we can anticipate several significant developments in social interaction that will further reshape the generational landscape. Ambient computing will make technology increasingly embedded in everyday environments through IoT devices and smart spaces. Customer experience will become less about accessing specific channels and more about seamless integration into daily life. This shift may actually reduce generational divides as technology becomes less obtrusive and more intuitive. Advanced AI will enable truly individualized experiences for millions of customers simultaneously, moving beyond segment-based personalization to genuine one-to-one relationships at scale. This individualization may help bridge generational differences by responding to personal preferences rather than demographic assumptions. Ultimate success will depend not just on adopting new technologies but on fundamentally reimagining the relationship between businesses and customers. This reimagining must include consideration of how different generations conceptualize these relationships and what values they prioritize in their interactions. Conclusion: the interplay between social interaction, artificial intelligence, and generational attitudes represents one of the most fascinating and consequential dynamics of our time. By understanding these forces, businesses can create more meaningful and effective customer experiences while individuals can better navigate an increasingly complex social landscape. As we move forward, the most successful approaches will likely be those that recognize both the power of new technologies and the enduring human need for connection, respect, and understanding. Rather than focusing on the divides between generations, perhaps we should emphasize our shared desire for interactions that are both efficient and emotionally satisfying, regardless of the channels through which they occur. Thank you for joining me for this exploration of the generational divide in social interaction in the age of AI. The conversation continues to evolve, and I encourage you to observe these dynamics in your own experiences as both a business professional and an individual navigating our increasingly digital social world.